Welcome to Lemkerailroad and Lumpy Steel Corporation. What you're looking at here is a rock wall, which is hiding my helix, which is behind it in the closet. The closet is 38 inches wide, so about a 34-inch diameter loop. There's 7 levels going up. This rock wall still needs to be done. So let's take a quick tour. We'll make this as quick as possible. Don't mind the mess, as it is still under construction. We will come out of there and we will come up the main line here, and we can either fork over and go to the coke oven, which is right here, which still needs detailing and finishing off, and quench tower, water tower. Or what we can do is come back around and we can go ahead and just follow this mess up, which, as you see, there's my high line right here, which still needs to have the overhead bridge, which is going to go over top of a couple of tracks, and it will go ahead and connect into the high line of 4 inches there. But that's still work in progress. And there is the blast furnace, which is being kit bashed out of 2 different kits, fully detailed. We're going to have some special lighting in there. Hopefully everything works out right. And of course, you have a couple of feed lines and a couple of storage track back here. And of course, we have the rolling mill, which still is not done, detailed, or anything. So it will make its way that way. Back here on this high line that goes up to the backside of the blast furnace, it'll come down, and this little cutout here will be for 2 slag cars to dump slag, and then there'll be some earth movers down there moving stuff around, and of course it'll go behind the tower, and there's a track right there to go ahead, and that runs right alongside it to go ahead and be able to dump into the guns all the scrap, and this will connect down into there, into the main, and of course we got 3 lines going into the rolling mill. We got a couple of extra storage tracks. As you can see, I have a couple of locomotives that are about 1960, 1950-ish steam locomotive. They still do operate on DC. I will not turn them over to DCC. So they are just sitting there on stub tracks that are been well insulated and will not have juice. Just, basically diorama type stuff. And as you can see, we run Digitrax here. These 3 tracks here, right above the Digitrax controller, goes over to the Hewletts, which are right there, which we do have motors for. Now we're just waiting on ball bearings and some scratch building time, and of course the ore boat that will be down here for unloading. There's 3 tracks that run the Hewletts for offloading, and we are using N scale little calf cows in order to use them as car pushers. So we will go that route. And as we come around, of course, there's a couple of track back there. One that goes behind the electric furnace, and a couple of them that'll lead into it, which still has to be scratch built. As you can see, we have one of our furnaces that is tipping and full pour. The other one is closed off. Still yet to light them and go ahead and get all that taken care of for details. And of course, there's a track that goes around the backside. So, like I said, excuse the mess. Apologize. This is the lower level, and if we go right back here, now we're back up to the helix, to the big mountain. And as we come out of the mountain, as you can see, the big track back there behind the mine company here. There's a couple tracks to go up into the mine company, and again, this goes into another line that's going to go to another high line. So we have a single main coming around, one going up and one staying on the second level, runs around. Of course, this is going to be sort of a city scene up here. And then we're going to run into the bridge, and you have to excuse this. I was playing a little bit and happened to knock it over. But that's basically right about where it's going to sit. So that way we can take passengers on, get them down to the steel mill so they can start working. We'll continue up the upper line there behind a couple of stores, and we'll keep going. And as you see, the track stops because it's where I quit about 3 weeks ago. That will be, that's 8 inches there total at the mountain, and we do have a kit to put up there with 5 fronts, which I will show at a later time. As you go around, you'll see a couple of houses being built. There is another tunnel that goes into the mountain and actually wraps back around. As you see, it comes out there. We do have a couple more industries that do feed the steel mill, sort of as a final assembly type deal, which, you know, basically you go from start to finish, you know, making steel to the final product. And this is where we come into the final product stages up here. This lighthouse is 12 volt. It will be lit with a flashing beacon. Don't remember if it's LED or if it happens to be straight light. But as you see, there's my ore dock, and my future another ore boat will go up there on the upper level. So stay tuned for more updates as they come, and hope you enjoyed this quick video. Thank you and have a nice day.